Girl, you the best. And she love me when I'm in it. And she never be pretending. Nothing is real. She gon' tell you where she bought it. Cause she know you can't afford it. Know you can get it. Looking exquisite. No competition. Stay on the pivot. Who be watching? They be plotting. She so motherfucking independent. Mama be big. Got on her grind. She had to get out her mama house.
Hello, hello, hello. Exciting, exciting time. We're getting ready to have Amber Balcaen as well as her fiance. I always want to say the wrong name, so I'm just going to make sure I say it right. Jordan Reaves, not Jared. I'm sorry for that earlier. And they're both going to be on air with us today. So we have double the fun, then double the guest. So here is Amber. Going to join us in. Yay!
Hey guys.
How are you? Oh wait, let me change it so I can make sure my big head is not in your way. I'm gonna take that down actually. So how's everything going?
Well, obviously it's a pretty crazy time for everyone right
Right.
now. This is nothing we've ever experienced before.
Mhm.
But we're just trying to keep ourselves busy, keep positive, be motivated. Jordan's whole thing is, and he'll be here in any second, is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So we've still been working out every day and eating good, and I've been on my iRacing, which is really cool. It's a racing simulator, so it helps us drivers. And here he is.
There he is. Oh wait, I'll make it bigger so I can see you guys better. There we go. Oh, perfect. Thanks for joining as well today, Jordan. I really appreciate it.
Late.
Oh, no worries. I'd rather not smell you. She told me you were in the shower. Better for all. I heard you guys have been working out and staying healthy, but let's go back because you guys just got engaged. So I want to hear all about your engagement story. I wish I had the ability to zoom in and do ring cam, but oh wow, it's beautiful. Emerald cut. Well done. Well done.
He
I
actually
designed it myself.
designed it himself. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A keeper. So paint the scene for us, or will it be on Racing Wives?
No, you
No.
can tell.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean-
there's a video of it on
Yeah.
our Instagram.
It's
So.
Oh,
a
okay,
fun
okay.
scene. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I put some time in this. It's probably like 6
It
months.
was
I put it in.
beautiful.
Yeah. So the gist of it was I have a friend who's a professional videographer, and I talked to him about 6 months before I proposed to her, and I was like, I have this idea. I want to make kind of like a love story ending in the proposal, but I want to get it all on film. And so he came out to visit us in the summertime, and he brought up the idea. He's like, "Hey guys, you know what? I got this wedding booth for this convention. I got a lot of weddings I filmed, but I need like a love story, and like you guys would be perfect for the story. Like, would you guys do it for me?" And he's been a friend of both of ours since high school, so it's like, yeah, like she'll go for this for sure. Like she's like, yeah, no, for sure, we'll do it. Like, why not? We're out here. Let's get a little content. We'll give you content. It's perfect. So we ended up going to a park. We went to our friend's house. We filmed like some lovey-dovey, cutesy stuff, like me picking her up, and then us having like a little picnic. And sorry, it's our dog.
Oh, no worries. I had
us
my dog in my lap for like the first 30 minutes
Yeah.
yesterday, and I was like, I wonder what people are thinking I'm doing because he wasn't visible, and I was like, ooh. Luckily, it cut it out, so it wasn't like looking like I was petting myself. So
Yeah.
no worries. I understand. It happens.
No judgment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, then after we filmed that part, he went back to Canada, and then we were heading back to Canada for my playoffs because I was injured this year. So I spent the season out here in North Carolina. So my original plan was to fly back. We had our last season game, and I was going to propose the day before we went out. Looking at the schedule, though, the days didn't work out, and my friend actually had to leave town. So we had like a short window of when to do it.
Yeah.
So when I think we got back on like the 20
On Halloween.
we got back on Halloween. I had to get the ring the next day, and then
get his shirt dry cleaned, and that's when I was like, why are you caring so much about this video that you're getting your shirt dry cleaned for it?
So you had no real signs that maybe it was more than just a video.
Oh,
that's
awesome. We had a
awesome.
Halloween party, and I was getting a little worried because we got real drunk that night, So, and she's already not a morning person, and the shoot was at.
No, I know from the last time I interviewed her.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I deal with. So she's not a
I'm not a morning person either. That's why I'm loving being at 6 o'clock at night. I know I'm fully awake.
Yeah.
So I get it. No judgment at all.
So I was really worried already that she wasn't going to get up and get ready for this, but she assured me, she's like, no, babe, I'll do it. Like, it's for Brett. And I kept saying, you know, he's done so much for us. Like, just do this one thing for him, please. Like, he's one of my best friends. He's one of your friends. Just do it. She's
And
like, okay, I will.
I right before we were about to do the last part of the video, I called him and I was like, Brett, I don't know, I'm pretty tired. And he's like, Amber, no, you have to come. You have to come. And I'm like, don't worry, I'll be there.
Yeah. So then the day comes. I'm good. I was calm all the way up till we got there, and we get there. We went the day before, me and my buddy, just to set it up, look at the place, and talk to them to make sure we had it all clean. She wasn't going to find out. So we got there, and I actually had a different idea of how it was going to happen. I thought I was going to get to walk up to her, take a couple pictures with me behind her, and then walk back and grab the ring and turn around. But what happened was she was upstairs taking some wide-angled shots. It's like it looks over our whole city. It's like it's a beautiful museum that just got built, made of like all glass. So it's at the lookout.
It's actually called the Human Rights Museum.
Yeah, beautiful place.
Really beautiful.
Okay.
So we're at the lookout point at the top, and she was looking out, and I had music playing. Brian McKnight, Back to One. That was the song.
Oh my God.
And for about,
So good.
I'd say for about 6 months, every couple of weeks, I'd play the song and I'd just go dance with her. I'd play the song and I'd go kiss her just to get that song
like,
in her head.
Like Pavlov Dogger. I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to plant that song in her head, so when she hears it, she'll like kind of get triggered. So I was downstairs in the elevator, and I was thinking we were going to go up first, and then we're going to walk through it, and then I'd get the ring. We go up, and the lady helping us just closed the elevator, put the music on. So I'm like, oh, are we doing this right now? Like, yeah, let's go. And he quickly gave me the ring. I'm like, all right, it's game time.
Yeah.
And I was a couple days out from getting surgery on my left knee. I had just gotten surgery on my right knee. So I've been rehearsing not what I was going to say, but how I was going to get to the ground, how I was going to get to one knee.
He could barely get on one knee.
When I went to do it, I had to put my left leg out front and scoot my back leg back and slowly take my way down. Said what I had to say, and I forgot everything.
When I turned around, he was already on one knee, and because this was a video shoot, I didn't know if like this was part of Brett's idea of like, or so I didn't know if it was real or if it was fake, and so that was like. In the video, if you actually go to our Instagram, we have the video of the proposal, and I go, is this real? Is this real? And everyone's like, why do you think it's real? I was like, I didn't know if it was part of the video or that's
right, to get your real reaction of surprise for the video. Yeah, I can understand that.
This isn't real. This is a sick joke.
Aww.
It's real.
But yeah,
I said yes.
She said yes.
And we got to celebrate with all of our close family and friends afterwards, and yeah, it was perfect. You did a great job.
That is so sweet. I love engagement stories. I love hearing those. But wait, I didn't realize you guys have known each other since high school?
Yeah.
Wow. So were you guys high school sweethearts or friends first?
No, we were both with different people at the time.
Oh. And we were very different individuals.
Okay.
Like, he had a girlfriend, I had a different boyfriend, and we were just very, very different. You know, he was a little bit more of a bad boy, and I was a little bit more shy, and wasn't as confident as I am now. So if he said hi to me, I'd just run away because I was like, oh,
I can relate.
He's so good looking. I don't know how to talk to him. And then you get older, you gain confidence, and you grow and you evolve. And we actually started talking just as friends again. We just because we have a lot of mutual friends, and we would see each other out, and we would just talk as friends. We were both going through some hard times in our careers, both through football and racing, and we were really able to connect on that and understand what each other was going through as athletes. So we really built that friendship before anything else, which is, they say lots of times you end up marrying your best friend.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And I remember from watching even you guys on Racing Wives how supportive he was of your career as well as you were of his. I know there was that issue of him playing football and how that would affect your relationship since you had to stay in Charlotte and you guys were able to overcome all of that. What kind of advice would you give for other people who maybe not necessarily race car drivers and football players, but also like having that same, well, maybe not now since everybody's kind of stuck quarantined together, but
Yeah.
that have those careers where they're not together all the time. Like, how do you guys handle just being away from each other?
Well, we were actually long distance for the first year and a
Yeah.
half of our
Okay.
relationship. And we kind of both went into the relationship being like we're both very career driven and want to be as successful as we can. And we were only gonna come together if we were gonna support each other and help each other reach our goals and help each other achieve our dreams. And we both knew and understood that there was going to be a little sacrifice and a little bit of compromise and everything. And it worked for us, thankfully.
Yeah.
And I think if the love is there, then you can make it work.
Yeah, communication's key too. Just being open and talking, and always letting the other person know what you're up to and what you're thinking. It just helps with the trust. It helps with everything.
Such a cute dog. Sorry, I'm so distracted.
He's very,
He's so
Yeah.
cute.
This is Hugo.
He has to be doing everything we're doing at all times.
No, I get it. I understand. Now, so with you being in football and then you also being is the seasons the same? Like, are you guys like alternating seasons? How does that
They're
work
pretty
as
much
well?
the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
racing starts a little bit earlier
Okay.
and ends around the same time, and then football just starts a little bit later and ends around the same time. So usually last summer was different because he was injured.
Right.
But usually summers are a little bit more hectic for us because I'll be racing and he'll be playing football. So
Right.
I try to go, if I have off weekends, I try to go to as many of his games as possible, and then same with him. If his bye weeks, he'll spend trying to.
We
spend with me.
get 3 weeks off during the season, so all 3 weeks I'm going wherever she's at. We just make it work.
Yep.
Now, with everything going on, since you guys are working a career that's very much in the public eye, have there been any talks yet about starting practice, or have you guys heard anything at all from your?
We've officially been pushed back to June
Okay.
30th. But come to the end of April, I'm sure they'll get pushed back to
Even
I don't know,
further?
August. Like
Well,
it's
I'm
changing day by day.
Yeah.
Can you pronounce the team you work for? Because I can say the Rough Riders part, but I'm scared
I
I'm
want
a
to hear
butcher.
you say it first, and then I'll tell you. I want to hear you
Sasquatch.
say it first.
Oh my gosh. Sasquatch. I don't even want to try. I feel like I'm just like, well, I am dyslexic. And
One
so
more time.
that's a squat. I don't, yeah. Nope.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Okay.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Like I listened to the YouTube video. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. And now I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to look at it one more time before I was on air with you guys. But so now I forgot what I was gonna say about that. But needless to say, so they have already pushed it back.
Yeah.
And you were saying that you're doing like virtual racing that you're practicing at home. Like, can you tell me more about that? That sounds really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing that has always been unfortunate about racing is to practice, it costs thousands and thousands of dollars. So
Like
I can't
20,000, right?
Yeah, like luckily with Jordan, he can go on a field, do his drills, but I don't really have a means of just hopping in a car and going around a track to practice because it costs so much money to do that. So this is such a great alternative. It's not the real thing, but it's
Right.
as close as we're going to get, and it is very, very realistic. So it's actually a race car simulator, and they have the exact measurements and layouts of every single racetrack, so I can go there and practice just on my simulator. Do you want me to show you it? I can.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Yeah, for sure.
It's just in our spare room here, and this is what I use. So.
Oh wow! Now, is it like? Do you race other race car drivers through it? Like, can you do that as well? Is it kind of like a video game in that sense where?
Yeah, so I mean, most people, I guess, would call it a video game. I call it training.
Right.
But yeah, you can race other people online, similar to like Call of Duty. You can talk to people, race other
Oh
people.
wow!
I'm really new to it. I actually just got that a few weeks ago. So right now I'm just practicing. I'm going to the different tracks and trying out the different cars and just getting a real feel for it because even though it's a game, it's still really hard because it's
Right.
so realistic. So I've really been enjoying it though. It's teaching me a lot, and the
Does
more
it
I teach,
shake
the
like a
better I
real
get.
car as well, or?
It doesn't, but the steering wheel does. The steering wheel gives you the
Okay.
pushback, so you almost get the feeling of what the car would actually be doing as if you're in the car.
Okay.
Great
Wow.
addition to the house because I get a lot more Call of Duty hours now.
Yeah.
You're like, while you're playing that, I can play my
Sometimes I'm
video
like,
game
babe,
without
shouldn't you
like,
get some laps in right now? Like you haven't in a couple of days. Like, yeah, you're right, boys, we're good.
No, I
He
was watching.
says
Oh, go
he
ahead.
says like, "Oh, I'm gonna go game. You should go game too." And I'm like, "I don't game. I train.
Yeah.
Like it's
Right.
different." He's like, "You're training for racing. I'm training to save the world. We're both training
We're
here."
going to apocalypse. I'm ready to go.
Oh no. Please not an apocalypse. I am not prepared. I already told my husband, like, I'm the first. As soon as I run out of contact lens solution, I'm done for basically. I can't see beyond like 3 feet. It's just all a blur. So yeah, I won't be able to tell him from a zombie. So yeah. If they're walking slow, like, I don't know. But so I just saw recently, I was watching something where they were talking about, I guess different NASCAR racers are playing on these YouTube things and playing, I guess maybe it's training because they use the word training, but it was part of esports. Are you doing anything with that as well, or do you plan to until I guess NASCAR opens back up?
Yeah, so that's what the simulator is
Oh,
there.
okay.
The that's the simulator what I showed you, but the
Yeah.
game or what word am I looking for?
What?
Training.
System. The system
Okay.
is iRacing.
Oh,
So
okay.
the actual NASCAR drivers, like at the top series, have been doing that on Sundays against each other. Like I said before, I just got this. I just started training on it, so I don't feel I'm ready to enter an actual race yet. But I could if I wanted to.
So not saying myself because I'm not there yet and I don't have the device for it, but could other like people who like follow you or interested, could they play against you on this, or is it just?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, how neat! You'll have to
Not
make
only
sure that you
me,
let us
but
know, huh?
like, and there's lots of NASCAR drivers, IndyCar drivers,
Oh,
drivers all over the
wow!
world. Formula One drivers are on it. Like, it's really cool.
I
Definitely
might
cool
have to
concept.
invest in that. Now that sounds like a game I would actually enjoy playing as opposed to some of the games my husband and daughter play. I'm like looking at it like, I don't get it, man. I'm trying, but I grew up with Mortal Kombat and like Pac-Man. I can't think of all
Oh
the
yeah.
fun games, but I didn't grow up playing where we're gonna make our own house and hang out. I'm like, what? And
No, I'm not
shooting
a Fortnite
zombies.
guy.
Yeah, well, it's Fortnite and they play well, she's supposed to teach me how to play Fortnite because I feel like the odd man out,
You
but
are
they were
Fortnite.
playing, Roblox, but Fortnite, they hadn't started yet, so we'd be on the same, playing field. But
Yeah.
anyway, enough about me. We're here to talk about you guys. So for you, how are you staying training for, football?
Luckily, the gym that I work out at out here, it's a private owned gym. So
Okay.
we have we still run Zoom classes for clients. Like I train there too in the
Okay.
off season just to stay busy. So we'll go when I do a Zoom class. Like Amber will come work out with me. It's usually only just two of us in there, three of us in there. So
Okay.
I'm lucky that I have that place. It has outdoor turf too, so at any
Oh,
point I could
wow.
train outside. I have a bunch of weights in the outdoor shed out there that I could use at any time. He let us take some weights home, so I got some weights here. And like Amber said, I could just go to a field and work on my craft. Like I don't have pop-up bags. I don't have an actual person I could go against for one-on-ones, but all I need is a field and cleats, and I'm good to go.
Oh, that's neat. That's
Yeah.
good that you have that because speaking of that, like, a lot of people now that they're stuck home and don't necessarily have access to that. What kind of advice would you give people to, I guess, to stay active or things that you guys have found that, because you mentioned that you're doing Zoom classes, is that something that is open to the public as well that you can maybe share a link if they're interested in?
There are hundreds and hundreds of home workout.
Yeah.
The one that we do is for the members at the gym.
Okay.
That one's not a public link, but there are hundreds of links online and people doing home workouts. It's just as simple
YouTube,
as getting moving.
Instagram. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of saying you're gonna do it.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
doing
As
it.
soon as you
Right?
start doing it and get to a regular routine of doing it every day, it's not hard to get on it.
I don't think there's any lack of resources when it comes
Yeah.
to
Not now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And,
everybody's home and starting to get bored. I know that's why I started this. I'm an extrovert. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I'm only gonna be able to talk to my own family members for a while. This is not what I signed up for. So, and here we are.
Yeah.
We've definitely been taking our dog for extra walks too.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Luckily, the weather's really nice here, as you know. So
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
we're
that's right, 'cause
fortunate
you're in
for
North
that.
Carolina as well right now.
Yes.
I find myself just breaking out push-ups or lunges randomly during the day, just walking room to room, just drop to the ground real quick.
Before we go to bed, we try to do like
Yeah.
a little partner workout, whether it be push-ups or
Aw,
sit-ups.
cute.
Just make it fun. Just keep
Yeah.
moving. That's all it
So,
takes.
is there anything you guys have learned from each other since being quarantined together that you're like that you didn't know before quarantine, or?
We spend pretty much 24/7 together anyway, so
Aw.
there's nothing I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, we
No
like
habits that are
laugh 'cause
getting on each other's nerves.
we're always together
Yeah.
anyways, so we're not getting on each other's nerves any more than we would or wouldn't before. So
Understandable. Because I was gonna say, any advice on how not to get on each other's nerves, or?
Get an iRacing and an Xbox and you'll be good.
Yeah, good to know. Good to know. That's really cool. So speaking of, you guys are just getting back from the grocery store. What kind of meals, or what are your main things that you're finding yourself like kind of maybe being your comfort food, or are you trying to eat healthier because like, oh well, now that I have the time to really plan ahead and eat right, are you noticing any differences that way as well, or any suggestions you could possibly give to viewers?
we've pretty much
Yeah.
been eating the same. We eat pretty clean. I cook, I'd say 6 out of 7 nights a week. Usually we'll do like a takeout or pick up like maybe one night
Pizza
a
or
week.
something.
Yeah. But a lot of chicken, broccoli, sweet potatoes, rice, green beans. I'm making spaghetti tonight. I'm a Politarian, so I don't eat pork or beef. So I make chicken
Oh, I
spaghetti
didn't
for
know that
myself.
term. Yeah.
Make beef spaghetti for Jordan, and he likes chili.
Yeah.
I know we're like pretty basic with our food.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for her, I would just eat chicken breast, broccoli, sweet potato, 2 meals a day, plus my breakfast. Like that, I'm strictly like I stay to a routine. I don't like breaking routine. I like when she makes chili because it's just like a protein-packed meal that I could just whip up for lunch every day. But yeah, no, we stay pretty consistent. We don't really.
And protein shakes.
Yeah, a lot of protein shakes.
I see your videos about your protein shakes, and how's your garden going as well?
I
You were doing
just
like a house garden?
just trimmed it today.
Like
so
he
it's
bought it
pretty
for
good.
you, but he was doing it more or something. I really follow you guys.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
I spent probably 20 minutes with it this morning.
He really cares for it.
Yeah.
Like I love it too. Like I'm making spaghetti tonight, like I said, so I'm gonna use the basil and the parsley and stuff. So that part's really fun. I use the herbs and he trims them.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I have some more questions for you, being a couple as well. Like, is there, I guess now that you're kind of at home all the time, have you guys changed any roles, like where maybe chores or different things that you guys are now like, okay, I'm sick of this. Let's just you do it for a little while, or like I'm tired of doing dishes and cooking 3 meals a day. So the dishes have been, because my husband still has to work outside of the home. So he comes home a lot of times to a lot of dishes because I'm like, I'm done, dude. I'm cooking 3 meals a day and I'm cleaning the dishes. You have to help me out some. Is there any of that going on as well? Or?
It's that stuff's all the same as normal for us. He does pretty much all the laundry. I do pretty much all the cooking. He does most of the cleaning. And then I feel like
I'm cleaning the kitchen a lot.
I feel like
my husband probably would say that too.
That's one thing.
But like it's like a double-edged sword because she cooks for me, so it's like
right. I cook, you clean. That's what I keep trying to tell him, and he doesn't get it. He's like, no, I make
there's a
the
lot
money.
more cleaning than cooking.
Yesterday the kitchen was perfectly clean. Same with
Look what you started. Look what you started.
That's
Sorry. Okay, moving on. Another question. So, since you guys aren't near your family, how is your family doing? What are how often do you get to talk to them and so on?
They're
still back
us
to Canada.
almost every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So they're all doing well, and so
they're a little extra bored and calling us a little extra more too. And but you know what's great is even I've been talking to my girlfriends more from back home. Like he's always been really good with talking to his friends every day, but
well, they're playing Call of Duty, so
No, I FaceTime all my boys. Like I don't like if I'm talking to any of my boys, I don't text them. I just FaceTime everyone.
Yeah.
Rather see them and talk to them.
Yeah, I can't even blame you. I hate texting. I'm like, I
Yeah.
have to type for work. I don't really want to type to talk
Yeah.
to people for fun. Like, my typing's not as fast as my mouth.
Yeah. I just
So,
want to see you there so we can just talk.
yeah, and you
Sit
can see
there.
how they feel too sometimes with
Exactly.
that.
You can't lie to me on FaceTime.
No, and like if they're being sarcastic or something, you can't really
Yeah.
read that in a text, and I can be
Yeah.
very sarcastic. So it's like, that was a joke. LOL. So, now any self-care tips? Because I also remember a long time ago, I think somebody was helping someone with their hair routine, and since some of us are now gonna have to do our hair ourselves as well,
Yeah,
share how you taught your,
Sorry, I was thinking about
fiancé
my
how to do
hairdresser.
this.
No.
Say what?
I called him Shibatsu, but I was thinking about my hairdresser. No, he actually knows how to do my roots.
Yeah.
But I did promise my hairdresser that I would stop box dyeing my hair. But
Okay.
he does a really
I'm
good
good at
job.
roots.
Yeah.
And then last weekend actually, I did a little at-home spa day. So I gave him a facial and we did massages and stuff.
Yeah.
Tried to
I'm in love with that. What's that tool called? The metal one where I scrape everything.
the extractor
The
that gets like all
extractor?
your white
Oh,
out.
yeah.
It really hurts, but I've been
You can't
addicted
make
to
it hurt. Okay, so I'm an esthetician. That was my job before all of this.
Yeah.
If you push too hard, you're gonna end up like with broken capillaries. So be careful on your
I'm
skin.
just trying to get the whiteheads out. I don't want to push too
If it
deep.
go like make sure you steam or shower beforehand so it's a little bit
Yeah.
easier. And if it doesn't come out easy, then just
We
wait
got a
another
little
day.
steam, right? I
Yeah.
just put my face
Okay,
in the
okay.
Yeah,
steam
we have a
first.
face steamer.
I was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna age yourself. You're supposed to better yourself during this time. So what else are you guys doing for entertainment? Like, is there anything that you guys are binge watching or listening to or watching other than Call of Duty and your iRacing that you're training?
We love Phase 10.
Yeah, Phase
Like
10
the card game.
Oh, okay. I
It's
don't
kind of
know
like
that one.
Uno. Have you heard of Uno?
Yeah.
I definitely have heard of it.
Yeah, kind of similar to that.
We have
Okay.
probably finished Netflix 3 times.
Oh, it hasn't been that bad. We watched Tiger King and now we're Ozark.
Did you watch the update afterwards?
Yeah, last night actually.
That is a strange documentary.
What,
Who knew?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wait, he's scared of tigers? I can't call him the Tiger King if you're scared of
Yeah.
tigers.
Yeah, I didn't know that part either. That was
Yeah. And it's like some other stuff was kind of disturbing that they let.
We're on Ozark right now.
Great show. Great show. Well, I won't spoil that for you guys. Another what about like are you guys doing any of the streaming with the different DJs or enjoying any of that as well?
No, I heard about Diddy's party. Was that on the weekend on Saturday?
I think so. I missed it too because I saw it after the fact. I couldn't believe J-Lo was part of it. I'm like, how did A-Rod feel about her dancing with her ex, even though it was, virtual?
Yeah.
I was kind of like, their chemistry is coming through the phone.
I heard
It
a
was
lot
really
of celebrities
cute.
jumped on there.
Yeah, apparently so. Because even like Paris Hilton had an event with her. She was DJing. I think this weekend I saw a commercial that there's another, like, I have to say, there's a lot of great content out. And as a stay-at-home mom, it's like, yay, I finally get to go clubbing almost every night without leaving my house. And that's like my cardio.
Just the memes and everything right now. The internet's winning.
Absolutely.
Undefeated right now.
Absolutely. With all the Tiger King jokes that are going around as far as like social distancing, they were using his teeth. I mean, he's got new teeth now, so I don't feel bad saying that one, but I thought that was pretty hilarious. Now, what are you guys looking forward to doing once all of this is over with, which is hopefully very soon, but you never know? What would be the first thing you think you guys would want to do together or who you would want to see?
I think we just want to go back to racing and football.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
I just want to know when I'm going to hit that field again.
Yeah.
Being hurt, I've been out basically for a year and a half already, so I'm itching.
I didn't get to race as much as I had hoped to last year because of the lack of sponsorship funding. So for me, I can't race without sponsorship. I think we talked a little bit about
that. How is that going for you now?
Luckily the partners that I do have for this year are not, their businesses aren't affected by the coronavirus, which is really great for all of us. So I think we'll be hopefully once we get back up and racing lots this year.
Oh, great. Now I got to bring up Racing Wives. Have you heard anything about a season 2? Have you guys already filmed it? Is it going to be released soon?
Yeah. So a few months ago, or I guess back in 2019, we talked quite a lot about it and it looked really promising. There was talk of it moving to a different network, which I think for sure would have been for the better. It's it's definitely a bigger network.
Oh, really?
So if that happens, that'd be fantastic. But unfortunately, in the last couple of months, we
No.
really haven't heard anything, especially with this quarantine. We're all supposed to be staying in. You can't really film a show
Right.
till all this is over. So
I
I
have to say,
honestly
it would
don't
be kinda
know.
interesting to kinda see, like, a behind the scenes, like, if you guys were starting to videotape now just from your own devices, just because I mean, the lifestyle that some of the other racing wives have is just so lavish and just, like, us
Yeah.
well, I won't speak for you, but us more regular people just were like,
No, we're
"Wait,
the
you have a party where they're flying into
Yeah.
it in a hangar? Like, what is this life?" I
yeah.
think it'd be
No,
interesting to see how they are all quarantined together now.
for sure. Even when we were on the show, there was times where we looked at each other and we're like,
Oh my God.
"What's like, whoa, like this is crazy," you know?
Yeah.
And we're, proud of our 2-bedroom apartment we
Yeah.
have, and
Yeah.
yeah, we definitely live. We're not there yet, but
No.
we have
We'll be
goals,
there.
and we're working towards that. So
Oh, absolutely. I see nothing but great things for both of you guys. You guys both deserve it. It's nice to see really good, genuine, nice people having great opportunities come their way. And you're so talented for both of you. So
Thank you.
I'm sure it's happening. But
I hope.
man, when I was watching on TV, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep watching this show. I didn't, and it's in North Carolina too, because like I grew up around a lot of Hollywood types and I've never seen anything like that in my life and just was amazed by it.
definitely had a lot of moments filming that show where I'm like, wow, I can't. I mean, the first time I've ever been in a jet was filming that show.
Oh,
And
okay.
I think it was even on the episode. I'm like, I've never been in a private plane
Yeah.
before. Like,
Yeah,
this is
me either.
crazy.
Now, do you stay in contact with any of the other cast members, or have you talked to any of them since?
Yeah, we talk here and there and
Okay.
respond to each other's social media and stuff. I haven't seen any of them in a little bit, but we haven't really seen anyone in a little
Right,
bit.
right.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. So moving forward, do you have any other things that are coming out that maybe not Racing Wives, but any other podcasts or anything else that we can share so people can follow and look forward to seeing that as well?
Well, we did have some cool opportunities coming this year, but they've been on hold,
Okay.
unfortunately, and
Understandable.
we're under contract right now. We can't really talk about it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
some cool stuff. So definitely make sure
Definitely
you're
some interesting
following
stuff
both
going
of
on.
us, because hopefully when all this is over, we can continue to pursue those
Yeah.
opportunities and
Yeah.
share them all with you guys.
I'm sure they're gonna when all of this is done, because there were so many shows that were put on hold, and even in pilot season, it was right during the middle of all of that. So they're gonna be desperate for content, and there's gonna be just everybody's gonna be can't wait to make things. From
Yeah.
what I'm hearing from the different webinars I've been attending, because I'm in the union, so I hear like different things there, and they're just like, we can't wait to film. We're already doing. And even my father, he's still working on budgets for film, so they're definitely like ready to crank it out as soon as the doors open back up. So.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure whatever you guys are working on will definitely probably get picked up because they're gonna need it,
I
and
hope
we're
so.
gonna need it. Like you said, we've all finished Netflix a few times,
Yeah.
and now I'm like onto Hulu, and my
Like
daughter's like Disney Plused out.
Yeah.
the one good thing this quarantine has brought, though, I kind of got out of reading for a while, and now I've gone back into it,
Oh,
and
nice.
I find that really good for my mental health too. I really like reading like self-improvement books and stuff, so that's been good. I've liked that part.
Yeah.
Put that off. Yeah, you know how much
I like
I
watching
wonder.
documentaries.
Oh yeah, well, besides Tiger King, any other ones that you've been watching that were any good?
Oh, I watch
He loves Ancient
everything.
Aliens.
Yeah, I like it. That's not a
Oh,
documentary though. No,
True.
I honestly like I like watching stuff on like Stalin, on Kim Jong Un, World War I, too, like old stuff like that.
serious dictators.
Oh yeah.
Serious stuff.
And like just seeing like their life, like how they came to, and like how their childhood was, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just looking ahead, what do you guys think, or what are your goals are for, let's say, like in 5 years? Where do you guys see yourselves? What do you want to do?
Married, house, kids.
Like that's what I was waiting for. It's like, well, you're gonna. Ah,
I'm getting old here. So.
Jordan wants kids very soon, but I still want to race for a long time.
yeah.
So we're gonna have to come to a
You're gonna
compromise.
have to plan it during your off season.
Yeah, but I've also been doing a lot of wedding planning. the
Oh,
last
right.
last couple of weeks, so that's been a lot of fun. Our
But kids in 5 years, for sure.
6 or 7,
You're still very young.
but yeah, we're getting married in January of
Ah,
2021, so that's really exciting. I've had so much fun planning, like so
oh,
much fun.
oh, fun. So, well, I guess by then we won't have to worry about it being virtual, so that'll be great. What about you? You guys were supposed to be doing a party. Are you guys going to do like a virtual one, or you guys?
No,
So we
we're
had
just
to
gonna
reschedule
postpone
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, so probably will be in the fall now.
okay. Awesome. Well,
hopefully.
I gotta say, thank you guys so much for agreeing to be a part of the eSpot again. I really enjoyed you guys. Is there any parting words you guys want to share, or anything else you want to cover?
No, thanks
Thank
for
you for
having
having
us.
us. Yeah.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm so glad you were able to do it. I mean, granted, what else do you have to do?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You could
now's
be
the time to get
training.
anybody on here.
Yeah.
Hey, I was like, wait, let's see who else
Yeah,
I can get now that so
yeah.
many people are home. Let's shoot for the stars while we're at it. So I'm glad you were able to come back. I really appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
I'll
Thank
make
you.
sure everybody follows your social media if you'll go ahead and give out your handles as well. But I'll also put it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Mine's at Amber Balcaen 10.
Oh, mine's at J Reeves 10.
Oh, now I just noticed that you guys are both 10. Is there a significance to the number 10?
That was my favorite number.
It was my favorite
Yeah.
number too.
Was that before you guys met? You
Oh
already had.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's it. You guys
Yeah.
are meant to be, because that's supposed to be
Yeah.
completion too, right? It's supposed to stand for that in numerology. I don't
Yeah.
remember. But wow, well, thanks again for being on, and I can't wait to watch you guys on the field as well as the race car tracks, and hopefully the big screen and little screens and all the screens in between.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks again, and have a
Thanks for
great.
Thank
having
you so
us.
much.
Oh, absolutely, it was my pleasure.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Love you.
Stay
you.
safe.
All right, you guys too. Wait, Sasquatch. Yeah, I can't say it.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. I was gonna try one last
Let's stop.
time. Saskatchewan. I am now a
Next up.
Saskatchewan fan.
All right. Next time we talk, I want to hear it.
I got it. I'm gonna record somebody else saying it and pretend it's me, like a TikTok. All right. All right. Well, thanks again. You guys have a great day.
All right.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Okay, bye.
How much fun were they? They're such a cute couple. Oh my gosh. Because I've talked to Amber before on my show. Like, she was probably the second or third person that agreed to be on my show, which I greatly appreciate from her, and it was glad to have her back and talk to her, also her fiance, and hear that love story between them. But I also want to tell you guys who's coming up the rest of this week. We're going to have Demetrius as well as Prissy P. They're going to be tomorrow. Cannot wait. This is Prissy P is a body positive model as well as a rapper, singer. She does all these fun videos on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. Even Tori Spelling was recently on her live talking about how she watches Prissy P. So Miss 902 and herself knows entertainment, being Mr. Spelling's daughter. So tune into that. Those are that's another North Carolina. Well, they're not from North Carolina, the people I had today, but they live here now. So I'm claiming them just like North Carolina claims me at this point. They're going to be here tomorrow, or they're going to be on my show tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And then Thursday, I feel like I should call this a special name for it, because it's going to be killer. We're going to have Laura Decarlo, who is the CEO of Laura Decarlo, which just Google her. I want you guys to be prepared for Thursday, because we're going to get a lot of great information from her. She is a game changer if there ever was one. She had won an award at CES, and then they tried to take it away from her due to moral reasons, and she fought for it and got back. And not only did she come back with a vengeance, she did so much more. And I can't wait for her to tell her story. You can hear it directly from her mouth, how it happened, what exactly was all the hoopla, and how she was able to get her award back, as well as so much more. She's definitely one of those women to watch. She is smashing the patriarchy. If there was ever a woman that did it, like, she's definitely my woman of, I don't know if I should say 2019 or 2020, because either way, you need to see her and watch her story. And then Friday, my good friend Chip Sharon is going to be on. And Chip is a bass player that has one of the most popular bass, um, I guess it's riff. I should look at his thing so I say the right musical words, because clearly I'm not musically trained. I took it in middle school, and that's about it. But he is known for working with Sugar Hill Gang. He did their song that everyone knows. I'll let him tell it more because he does a better job, and plus I might try to do the musical sound, and it's not a pretty sound. I'm not really good at it. He was making fun of me earlier today because I tried, and no, I'm not good at it. But so he will be on tomorrow or Friday for Fun Day Friday with Chip Sharon. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But even more exciting, or not even more exciting, but another exciting week I have next week. I have a theme that you're not gonna want to miss. If you are working from home, or if you have been stuck in your house and starting to notice that you want to redesign everything in your house, you're in luck. I will have some of the best hosts from HGTV as well as the Home Design TV network on my show next week. And who is that exactly? Let me tell you. So Danny Russo will be back with his co-host Trish Bordeaux. Well, I guess they're each other's co-hosts. They do a great show together. Their chemistry is unmatched. They're really a lot of fun. I always have a great time with them. And then I'm having Talia Maddock as well as Jennifer Farrell from HGTV. And they're also designers to watch. Jennifer Farrell, she's already been on HGTV. She's done it all. And Talia, she also was involved in breast implant illness. So maybe we'll touch a little bit about that. She was on The Doctors and did all these great podcasts that have helped thousands, if not millions, of women learn more about breast health and with implants and some of the downsides of them. And then Thursday is Donna Moss, who also was on HGTV. Can't wait to see her. And then for Friday, another two guests is the Cohen brothers, which will be a lot of fun as well. So this month is going to be so much fun. A lot of great guests. We're going to have a lot of fun. So if you're looking around your house and trying to figure out what goes where, what does it, just wait. Wait until next week. We'll hear from the experts. They'll give us great advice on what trends they're looking what trends are on the horizon, what trends need to go, what looks, and there's going to be a lot of different types of designers. So depending on what you're into, there's somebody that fits your style and they'll give you the best advice that you could possibly get. And you get it in real time. So you can ask questions yourself, not just watch it through the TV and not know what step you need to take. So that would be great. And then the last week of April, I didn't bring my prop for it. I am having Miss USA. Okay. So Miss USA, I'm going to have Brittany DiCello, who was her coach, who is still here locally in Raleigh. Kimberly Kimball, who is Beyonce's #1 hairstylist. All the looks from Beychella to Destiny's Child to they started working together on the Carmen Hip Opera. So she's done so many looks and she's been on you've seen her hair on every cover, a lot of different movies, TV shows, commercials, even like Neutrogena. She's done hair on everyone, everywhere. I can't wait for you guys to see her, hear from her. Miss USA, like I mentioned, Miss North Carolina Teen USA, as well as Miss North Carolina USA. And one of my dear friends who actually was my coach when I tried out for Miss North Carolina and Miss Charlotte, Miss Vera Morris will also be on, and she won Miss Congeniality. So good time to watch that movie again because we're going to have a great, great month of April. A lot of great people are going to be on. And for 420, kind of backing up a little bit. In case you have any questions about CBD products, I'm going to have Nuternal on, and they're going to explain on a special 420 at 4 o'clock. They're going to explain about their CBD products, why you would use them, how you would use them, what products is best for you. So if you have any questions about CBD, now's the time to send them in. Which ones have THC, which ones don't. So if they're safe to take, if you know you're going to be drug tested or not there's all different kinds of options, and they're going to be here to answer all those questions from Eternal themselves because I can't give you those answers, but they can. So look forward to a lot of fun time on the eSpot with Camille. Please like, share, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as this channel, and look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Another great episode of the eSpot with Demetrius and Prissy P. They're a brother and sister team. So can't wait to hear how they're doing and about their non-for-profit as well, about becoming a donor. So now's a good time to find out about that, because I'm sure there's a lot of people in need. All right. Great having you guys. Thanks for being a part of the eSpot and watching. See you guys again tomorrow.